Hola y bienvenidos a Amores Patos. Hi, welcome to Amores Patos.
I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm your other host, Faby.
This is a podcast where two best friends get together and talk about
Duck facts,
duck lore,
duck clones,
and DuckTales! We are together again.
Yes.
In real life. We are here together in person.
Oh, it's so weird because usually I always see the visual of the recording and I cannot see it.
I am in front of you, Faby. I'm right here.
Yes.
But yes, this is our first time recording in person. I mean, over a year.
Yeah, I think since March 2020.
I mean, was there any episodes to record then?
Yeah,
we're always behind. I mean, case in point, we are reviewing the first part of the DuckTales finale, almost 2 full months after it was released.
Yeah, but you know,
we're always a little bit behind because I'm a grad student and then I moved, so there was a lot of stuff to deal with there, obviously. Yeah. Then we went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
If you want to tune into our Patreon episode, see if you are a patron, you can hear all about our Disneyland trip, and Rise of the Resistance, which we loved. But we won't talk about that too much here, or at all, probably.
Nah, it's both weird to be recording in person and to be recording because it has been a while.
It's been a while. I don't know if I remember how to do this.
No.
What is a microphony?
Oh no. What is pattern and gain? Huh?
Oh God, don't even ask me. I had to look at our instruction manual to rework the mic for 2 people.
Yeah, it's so wild. I also I feel like I haven't talked to another human being as constantly as I have you in the last 2 days. So my voice is like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I know. We are now speaking to an invisible audience, so hello.
Hello.
I guess we'll get right into it. I mean, we're at the end. We're near the finish line. We are. I don't know how races work. We are almost there.
Wait, which flag is the one before the final flag?
Oh God, don't ask me. Yellow. Checkered?
Because I think the checkered flag is the last flag.
Oh, fuck, you're right. That's the one. That's the winning one.
Yeah, so I think it's the white flag.
White, and then is it
checkered?
Is there one after the yellow? It's not besides the checkered?
I don't think so. I think it's just...
I watched Cars. I should know this.
You have!
But yeah, so today we are reviewing the first part, or recapping, the first part of the DuckTales Season 3 finale and the finale of the show as a whole. Mm-hmm. So this is Season 3, Episode 23, A Tale of 3 Webbys. Wow. Can you believe we're almost here? I mean, I don't want to dwell too much on this ending, considering we still have 3 more episodes. We have, obviously, the next 2 parts of the finale, and then we're going to have a retrospective episode. Yeah. Where we'll talk about our favorite episodes of the show as a whole, MVPs.
Yeah, we're going to do, a yearbook spread.
Yes.
But... yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I remember watching this together. Yeah. Because we made sure other episodes we were just not able to watch together. This one specifically we're gonna wait to watch it. We're gonna watch it together. It was an emotional moment. Yeah. It was also just I remember so much to process.
Oh yeah, I mean before I rewatched for our review. I'd only seen the finale once. Yeah. The night that it premiered, because I was so overwhelmed by everything that happened. I had to take a month and a half to process everything that happened.
I watched it, and then I think a week later, my brother was like, "Oh, let's watch the finale," and I was like, "Oh, I'm not ready," but I watched it with him. And it's been wild. I don't know. It's been, like 2 months since DuckTales ended. And I don't feel like it's hit me.
I think, same here. I think once we finish with this, then it really will feel like it's over. Because it will have finally gone through it. It'll been, what year are we in? Almost 4 years since the show started, and since we started this podcast all around it.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah. I mean, thank you to everyone who stuck around or who obviously joined us along the way.
Yeah. And
chose to keep listening.
Yeah.
Even before we got good microphones, like 10 episodes ago, less.
Yeah, and I mean, y'all like got through like us having to record in a music room, which sometimes would have like violins or
piano in the background.
Yeah, and so that's just wild to me. And we say so much dumb shit sometimes.
So much dumb shit.
And y'all are like,
I'm gonna say dumb shit in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, just wait. We'll dwell more on the sadness and the thank yous. In the next episode and the one after that, obviously. Yeah. Let's get into it. I mean, I hope people have been waiting for this. Yeah. I've been looking forward to getting to the finale and everything that happens, because a lot happens. Yeah. And not so much in this episode.
No, there's a lot of setup here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad to record it in person.
Yes, oh my god.
Okay.
So the story for this episode, like with most multi-parts, I don't have a breakdown of who worked on each individual episode, so I will be repeating the entire list every episode. Yeah. So bear with me. Mm-hmm. The story for this 3-part episode is by Frank Angonis, Madison Bateman, Colleen Evanson, Christian Magle-Hayes, Ben Simon, and Bob Snow. It was written by Frank Angonis, Madison Bateman, Christian Magle-Hayes, Ben Simon, and Bob Snow. Alright, let's get into this. The storyboards are by Vince Aparo, Kristen Gish, Stephanie Gonzaga, Victoria Harris, Sam King, Catherine Marusik, Stephen Park, Crystal Ureta, Matthew Carbonella, Johnny Castuciano, Haley Foster, Catherine Harmon, Ben Holm, Anthony Mazzata, and Brandon Warren. And it was directed by Matthew Humphreys, Tanner Johnson, Matt Youngberg, and Jason Zurich. Right, big old list. A lot of familiar names, a few new names.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Wow.
For our watches, please join us in grieving. I will be making a fan cam. Mm-hmm. I've learned how to do that. So that's a lie. I will learn how to do one. And probably by the third part of our finale recap, I will have released a fan cam for Jar Jar Benz, Gasolini.
Well, you got a nice little place here. Only hotel, I'm never staying inside.
So I traveled 6 hours in the middle of the night to visit Anna, and she held me hostage watching the prequel movies. And we were writing notes, and she's like, "Oh my god, I got a real good one." And it's great.
I told you I was gonna say something dumb. That was it. Yeah, Faby had never seen the prequels, the Star Wars prequels, and so I was like holding both of us hostage while watching Phantom Menace.
Like by the second one, what's it called? I don't even know the second one's called.
Fuck, I don't either. Sorry, Attack of the Clones.
Okay, I just felt like my brain was fried.
Phantom Menace was 2 hours long, and I felt that it was 5 hours long.
Yeah, it was wild. Watching both of them back to back.
Oh my god, that was not a good decision. I mean, the second one was better.
No, yeah.
But Phantom Menace, no shade against anyone who enjoys Phantom Menace, but it was not pod racing.
I can't get over it. A child exclaiming multiple times, "Yippee!" No one says that. And today we saw a shirt that says, "This is pod racing." No, it's not.
No, it's not. This is nothing like pod racing.
This is stupid.
We're gonna watch Revenge of the Sith probably tomorrow, so
yeah,
we'll see if we make it.
Was it worth it? No, it wasn't. Damn, I can't even say that I haven't seen the prequels anymore.
you can no longer lord that over anyone.
Fuck.
You're just as bad as the rest of us.
You made me experience Jar Jar for that.
Oh yeah. I had to re-experience Jar Jar if it's any consolation.
Oh, he's haunted me since I was a child, and one of my landlord's neighbors would leave like a bust of him in the backyard, and it was the most terrifying.
It was a warning.
It was like the scene in The Godfather with the horse head. So bad. Oh, I hate that character.
Faby has feelings about Phantom Menace.
Anger.
All right, on that note, it is now time for the game show within our podcast. It is now time for Duck or False.
Oh, God.
Alright, Faby.
Yes.
Duck or false? Webby's surname is only mentioned twice in the 1987 series.
Oh. Duck?
Yes.
Okay.
Duck. Technically, only once in the actual show, and another time in a commercial.
Oh.
The one episode in which her full name, Webbygale Vandequack, is said is the episode Pearl of Wisdom. Pearl of Wisdom is where our peg-leg Pete stand-in, Sharky, steals this magical pearl from an island of indigenous people, and Webbygale ends up with it after a series of hilarious convoluted events. Yeah, which is weird, right? Like, I feel like I'd always known her full name was Webbygale Vandequack, but yeah, her full name is rarely said.
Yeah, huh. Yeah, because I feel like I knew from the beginning. I've always known. That's wild.
I know. And often in the spin-off comics and books, she would often be mistakenly referred to as like the triplets' cousin, or I think Beakley's niece instead of her granddaughter. But that was just like a weird error in the comics and stuff that nobody thought to check.
It's Webby. Who cares? No.
I mean, at that point in time, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we'll get into the actual episode. So, how do we begin, Faby?
We start with instrumental version of the theme song, which means it's serious.
Yes, it's serious because we're not getting the theme song.
No.
Getting played in the episode. And we are at Funzo's Fun Zone.
Yeah.
Where fun is in the zone.
Woo.
Thank you. And it is Webby's birthday.
Yeah, we don't know how old she's turning, but it's her birthday.
Yeah. I'd say 12, 13?
Yeah, 12.
I think 12.
Yeah.
And we have these awful looking animatronics. Is it animatronics? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Animatronic creatures who are, the band. Like at a Chuck E. Cheese, or I guess Showbiz Pizza. Did Chuck E. Cheese ever have like a full band, or was it just Chucky?
No, it's a full band. Yeah.
Oh God, it's been like well over a decade since I went to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Because they have like they have like the girl that's a bird that's like a cheerleader.
Yeah.
They have like the stereotypical Italian chef.
Fantastic.
They have I think like a dog. And then Chucky himself. And then they have I think someone else, I don't remember who. Yeah. But I'm just imagining Grimace, but that's not who that is.
Isn't Grimace the McDonald's? The green? Not green. Purple. I say green.
Famously purple.
Purple. Obviously, we're not focusing too much on these animatronics. No. They're just there.
Yeah.
But especially recently, a lot of animated shows and in general, there's been a focus on these animatronics and the horrors. The horror of them. Obviously, Five Nights at Freddy's, obviously the video game, but makes you think of Gravity Falls.
Yes.
I can't remember. I just remember the badger that Stan tries to steal.
Yeah. I don't remember the name. Yeah.
I have no clue, but it's the Showbiz Pizza kind of thing.
Yeah. I think just a generation of kids do not trust those things.
No. Like, it's like I think it probably ended with our generation. So kids from the early 80s who born through maybe the early mid 90s like us, who went to Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza and saw these things.
There's literally, well, it's not an animatronic, but it's probably, my fear was inspired by the animatronics, because there's a photo of me at that ride in Chuck E. Cheese that's like a photo, like a little booth, but it's like you're sitting in the car next to Chuck E.
Oh, God.
And it's just me absolutely losing my mind and crying in this black and white Polaroid.
That's fantastic. You still have this picture?
I'm pretty sure,
Lovely.
I'm just like, it's scary.
Like, I don't think I was ever afraid of them, but like I didn't think about them enough. Yeah. Like, I didn't like them, but I wasn't like, I didn't, you know, I don't know. Because there's the uncanny valley-ness to them. It helps that they obviously they don't look human, but like they never move quite right, because obviously they're cheap animatronics and across like millions mass produced for millions of stores across America. So we should probably describe what these animatronics look like. This animatronic band, animatronic house band.
It's just like, it's Funzo.
It's Funzo with an awful grin. Mm-hmm. Like it's too wide, and with like the speaker coming in like his open mouth. Yeah. Not cross-eyed. Like a seagull lady with strumming a guitar. One of her eyes is broken. Yeah. So it's pointing like way up into her eyelid. Yeah. And a blue Sebastian looking guy. Yeah. With like just the most open of eyes. Yes, the biggest eyes possible. Yeah. And yeah, I'm like they're a little bit disjointed, like in terms of like theming. Like I guess they're all like sea creatures. Yeah, like the harbor. Yeah, like harbor animals you'd see, but like they don't have a cohesive theme going on. No. Like. Or like, and they don't have like individual style. So I think in terms of score, how would we score this house band? Out of how many? 10 Scrooges. 10. A solid 2. Out of 10 2. Scrooges. Yeah, because I think Funzo's the only one who like works, because that's what it looks like. Yeah, and even then, it looks terrifying. Yeah, he looks bad. 2. And it's just a guitar and a drum. What the fuck? It's the drum, but we're getting like we're hearing banjo music. Who knows what music they're supposed to be playing? But we see Webby jump into the scene, because Webby is going to be the focus of this finale. Wow. Which I was not expecting, but was kind of pleasantly surprised by. Yeah. Well, I have mixed emotions. Yes. But nothing against Webby. Yeah, nothing against Webby. But yeah. But yeah, so we get a quick pan of everyone, and I mean everyone, who is attending this birthday party at Funzo's. Mm-hmm. We have proud parent Gyro looking over Boyd, who is breaking a piñata. I guess they just have piñatas hanging around for fun for the kids. Guess, yeah, because that's not how piñatas usually go at parties. Piñatas are like usually after cake, before cake, after cake. Before cake. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, before cake. Before cake, and it's all the kids are gathered, and the birthday kid goes first. Yeah, and then, some people are up on the roof. And they're pulling the piñata so nobody can hit it. No, absolutely no one. And you get real pissed. And then they finally get one of the biggest kids to come and just destroy it. And all the kids descend, and then people get cut on the staples. Yeah, because I always wanted to wear that thing as a hat. Yes, the piñatas. The cone. The piñatas are like the stars with like the multi-point cones. Yeah. And you always, yes. I want to wear them as a hat. Mom immediately snatches it away because it's full of staples. Yeah, and they are. They are full of staples. So bad. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't wrong. No, but that's how they make them. They look nice as hell, but dangerous. Have you ever gotten a piñata at a party that's like tough as hell? Yeah. That's like, you're like, no one can destroy this piñata. Like, all the kids go and everyone's pissed. Everyone just wants the candy, so they bring in an uncle and they just smash it. Yeah. Or we bring out the aluminum bat. I think we literally had our uncle like tear it because it was just not happening. It was a piñata for aesthetics. Yeah. Not to let anyone get at the candy inside.
Yeah, at my quinceañera we had it was vaguely SpongeBob themed.
Wow.
Because I had never had like a themed party.
SpongeBob is the way to go.
Yeah. And we had a SpongeBob piñata, and I remember my aunt. It wasn't like a SpongeBob piñata. It was like
legally distinct from SpongeBob piñata.
No, it was just. It wasn't a square. It was just like a star that had some SpongeBob on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and my aunt was like, "Oh, it's so nice of you, like, to get a piñata for the kids." I'm like, "No, this is specifically for me."
Yeah. So I was like, "Bitch, this is mine."
Yeah, it's for me.
You see, this is my party, right?
Yeah, it's my happy birthday banner. But yeah, Boyd destroys this piñata.
Yes.
And like
he decimates it. It's one of the little donkey piñatas, we didn't say.
Yeah.
Which I've never actually seen.
No, I've seen like the little ones.
I've seen little ones, like less than 12 inches long ones. And a Manny's there too. Yeah. It's an holy abomination unto God.
He's the best.
He is. Like, we'll talk about it when he shows up, really. But he turned out to be the best character of the show. Yeah. We'll get to that when we get there, but...
I'm glad you made me watch, like, 4 episodes, like, 3 years ago.
And then we see a group of kids playing Euchre Puke.
Oh, yeah! Euchre Puke.
That's a fun callback to Day Trip of Doom.
Wow. And it's, Goslin, Dewey, Violet, and Lena.
And Dewey's playing against Violet, but Lena uses her magic to make a Violet win.
It's cute.
And then we see Jane. Jane, the Funzo's employee from, again, Day Trip of Doom. And Louise 11.
Yeah. And she was, I forgot what she was.
She was part of their plan. She was their inside man, I think.
Yeah, she's here. We see Feathery grab a burger from her, and Webby goes up to her and asks her for a large cup for water.
Yes. And Jane knows what's happening. Yeah. She nods in understanding. And again, call back to Day Trip of Doom. Webby uses the cup for water, the free cup for water, for fruit punch. Yeah. It's her birthday, though, so she should probably do that anyway.
Yeah. But we see that Louis saw her do it, and he's very, very proud of her. Yes. I love that they have, like, I just saw, like, little candy that kids can just grab.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Because we really see as Webby, like, that kind of dances over to Scrooge and Beakley, who's standing off to the side, that Scrooge rented out Funzo's for the birthday party.
She asked Scrooge, like, how many coupons did you have saved up?
Yeah, to basically to get this party as cheap as possible. But Beakley tells her that Scrooge paid full price. Yeah. Whoa! Wow. What a dent in his wallet. But nah, it is sweet because, I mean, this is a man who reuses tea bags to save like the cheapest tea is like $1. Yeah. And less $1 for like a box of tea and.
For like
this man
20-30 tea bags.
Yes, and this man reuses tea bags.
I hate it. Every time I make tea, I think about it.
Honestly, yeah, I'm like this. I make my jasmine green tea, and I drink jasmine green tea almost every day, multiple times. Yeah. Every time I make it, I'm like, this insane man reuses the same tea bag for a month.
Anyways, in the trash.
Yes, as I throw it away.
Yeah, I was making like Earl Grey, and I was like, wow. You want to use this again. Anyways, in the trash.
Into the garbage. Because this is a used tea bag.
Yes. Oh, God. And yeah. He's gonna like, don't mention it.
He tries to brush it off.
Yeah. And she hugs him.
And it's like a nice way of showing how much Scrooge cares about her. Because we know how much of a tightwad he is. And we see Huey, consummate party planner, wearing a party hat over his normal hat. Yeah. And talking about like how their guest list, how a few people who didn't RSVP didn't show up. I wonder who those people are. Yeah. Is that meant to be our indication that people are missing? Oh, maybe. Because they didn't RSVP.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Was Santa Claus meant to show up?
I think so, because they're friends now.
They are. Yeah. Imagine Santa Claus rocking up to your birthday party. Would he go in the red suit, or does he have like civvies?
I'm just imagining him in like a Hawaiian shirt.
That's fantastic. Yes, I love that so much. He doesn't know what normal people wear anymore.
No.
So he just defaults to, Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
That'd be fun. No, yeah, I guess, I mean, that if that's their explanation...
It's a bad one.
It is a bad one. But it's better than nothing, which is what I thought we got.
Yeah. We might still have nothing. We might be reading into this, but maybe that is our indication.
Yeah.
The no-shows who never RSVP'd are many missing, some of our many missing characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. We broke it.
We did it. I'm looking at this subtitle on Disney Plus.
Oh, wow.
But Huey passes out party hats to Scrooge, Webby, and Beakley.
Yes.
And he's informing them that there's no Beagle Boys, there's no side of Magica, no Glomgold, they're secure, they're safe for the party.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, we're safe to have a very normal, regular party.
Emphasis on normal.
Yes. And Scrooge and Beakley look at each other like, yes, normal.
Yeah, they nod at each other, and Webby seems oblivious.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of my favorite gags in the episode. So we see Skee Ball.
Yes.
It's the prospector one that we saw Scrooge lose $75,000 to.
So.
In Double O Duck, you only crashed twice. And Gladstone is eating a hot dog and throwing skee balls over his shoulder.
Yeah, into the 100 points.
Each of them, like, one after the other. And there's a growing pile of tickets next to him.
Yeah.
And his expression is just like...
He's just like... I don't know.
He's like on autopilot. Yeah.
Like, he's just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll get some, I don't know, M&Ms or...
I know, like, he'll end up with 10,000 tickets and... get a Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
Like a cheap one. Like a Beanie Baby ripoff.
Yes. Or like a Slinky that will just not last very long.
Like one of those really, really, really shitty plastic ones.
Yeah. I always like those, like the weird shaped ones.
Oh, the stars?
Yeah. They lasted even less.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Oh, yeah. Or my cousins once got like a mini pool table. And I mean mini as in it was a foot long. What do you even do with that? It's a pool table for dolls.
You just lose the little balls everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got
choking hazards for your dogs.
Yeah. I got one of those like.
And then we see in the skee ball, in the two skee ball machines next to him, both Della and Donald failing at skee ball, like because they're not doing it right. They are chucking skee balls, which are heavy.
Yeah.
And plastic and like the chucking.
You underhand throw it.
Underhand. That's why there's a thing. That's why there's the like
a little ramp.
The ramp. There's a ramp for the purpose of rolling the skee ball into the holes, but they're chucking them like they're baseballs.
Yes. And like their machines don't even look like they're on.
I don't think so. Like they're not landing in like any of the holes anyway.
Mm-hmm. Like not even like the 0 point hole. They're just like bouncing the balls back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
they're like bouncing all over the place. Like it's lucky they never got hit before.
Jeez.
Because obviously Donald gets hit straight in the face and falls.
Did you ever watch a kid like climb the skee ball machine?
Yeah. Climb and just like toss them in.
Yeah.
I'm like dang, I wish I had that confidence to just do that over and over again. I'm like, I'm gonna get kicked out. Yeah. I'm gonna be banned from Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, I'm gonna get banned from... Well, we went to Shakey's. I'm gonna get banned from Shakey's. Oh, no. But luckily, Daisy comes and shows them how it's done. But she does it on Gladstone.
Because you're right. I think Donald and Della's aren't even on.
Yeah. So dumb.
Because, the screens are blank. Mm-hmm. We get this brief scene of Donald, Della, Daisy, Gladstone, and Faby in a second, all kind of hanging out.
Yeah, which is fun to see.
Which is fun. We haven't seen Donald with his cousins since the season 2 finale. Mm-hmm. And then for us to see Della and Daisy interacting is like basically groundbreaking because Della hasn't been in anything really prior to the show, and to see her interacting with Daisy is really fun.
Mm-hmm. Wish we had done more of it.
Yeah, we really wish we got more of that. Yeah. That would have been really nice to see.
But I was like, oh my god, they're all hanging out together.
Yeah.
They immediately gave me secondhand embarrassment, but it was worth it.
Yes, it was worth it to see them all together again. Because we see Della and Daisy seem to get along. Mm-hmm. She has her arm around Daisy's shoulders,
telling Donald that he hit jackpot with Daisy.
Yeah.
And
then Feather rocks up and makes things awkward.
Yes, very awkward. So, what does he try to give him?
He hands Donald one of those sticky hands. Like, he won. Yeah. Like, he must have won it, because it's something you get as a prize. I love those things.
Same. The sticky hands, and then, like, the little parachute soldiers were always fun.
I would leave a sticky hand on a wall, and I would forget about it, and then remove it, and it would leave, like, a blue stain on the wall, and I'd be like, oh, crap.
I'm pretty sure that in, like, the first house we lived in, there was like a sticky hand on the roof, and it was just there forever. Yeah.
I think, do you follow Alex Hirsch on Twitter?
Yes.
He's been throwing sticky hands at this one wall in his house for the past year.
Oh my god.
And now there's like 300 of them on his wall.
Oh god. Yeah.
So I automatically thought of that when I saw Feathery give Donald the sticky hand. Mm-hmm. But why does he give Donald the sticky hand?
Because he wants to give him a bon voyage gift, you know. He's going on a journey.
Donald.
Yes, Donald is. And this is the first time Della has heard about any leaving, any journey.
And Donald is trying to physically shut Feathery up by putting his hands over his beak.
Yeah.
But he keeps talking.
Yeah. And Daisy's like, oh no, like, you must be confused. And Donald, he calls him, you know, crazy cousin Feathery. And in my mind I went, crazy old Maurice. Who is Anna's favorite character in the Beauty and the Beast.
I despise Maurice. Crazy old Maurice, eh? Crazy old Maurice. Anyway, I hate him.
Crazy Captain Feathery. Oh, so you're not leaving with your lady love to sail the ocean blue, and it won't just be the two of you on the houseboat, far away from your family, which I'm not supposed to tell Jill.
Della, who had her arm over Daisy's shoulders in a very friendly, companionable way, now has Daisy in a chokehold.
Yes.
Because she's pissed over learning that Donald is leaving. Mm-hmm. He's going on what we see Daisy says, they're going on their own little adventure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just going on vacation, right?
That's the thing.
The implication is that they're leaving forever.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. Gladstone has been kind of standing off to the side, obviously realizing the tension, leads Feathery away.
Yeah. He's like, oh, look, $20. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And Feathery, it's okay.
I guess, we have, our C plot of the episode. That is that Donald is going on vacation with Daisy.
Yeah. They refuse to call it they kind of call it a vacation, but...
Because Della later says that Donald's, moving out.
Yeah.
And...
if he's moving out, then the lack of reaction from anyone else is weird. But he's not. I think it's just we're leaving on a vacation, but we're not
just the two of us.
Yeah.
Maybe to spend time together with just us.
Yeah, and maybe we don't have, a set amount of time that we're going to be away, but we'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that's the implication because... Donald's leaving the kids.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll never let them forget.
Yeah. I mean, and then also, I don't know, because we haven't seen Donald and Della really interacting on, really, I don't think anything beyond, surface level stuff, in the trickening.
Yes.
So, I don't know, suddenly saying that there's seeing Della upset about him leaving. It feels a bit out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's I wish we could have seen this.
Yeah.
Especially for something that's important, and it's given time, but it's also not given enough time. Mm-hmm. We just kind of get it. I mean, this is pretty much resolved this episode, this part of the finale.
Yeah, it is.
We follow Gladstone and Feathery, and we get put into the new conversation that's happening between Launchpad, Fenton, and Drake.
Which is great. I love seeing them all together.
Yeah.
And so we see Fenton is very worried and very anxious about Gandra, who we have not seen since Beaks in the Shell.
Yes.
And we see it's been weeks.
Yeah.
And Fenton just talking rapid fire about how he hasn't been able to contact her. Like, if she was taken by F.O.W.L. Yes, Fenton, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, because he says, yeah, like, I haven't been able to contact her in weeks. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be at this party. Go do something.
Yeah. I mean, they're at the party to do the thing.
Yeah,
so.
but it's like, shit, yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mention Launchpad's poorly wrapped present. I love it.
Yeah.
That's why I wrap presents. So I feel a Launchpad. Too much tape.
Yeah, like, I'll wrap them okay, but I will use too much tape.
Yeah. Got a nice bow on it.
Yeah. Aww.
And I think they're each holding gifts. So that's nice.
Yeah.
And Launchpad tries to reassure Fenton, but he basically she was kidnapped.
Yeah.
Like, we know, obviously, she was.
Yeah. But he says, yeah, she probably, like, her phone died on her, and she went to go get the charger, and she got captured by F.O.W.L.
Yeah.
You know, it happens all the time.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And then Drake reassures Fenton that saying how you can count on us, especially since Gizmo Duck, that fucking loser, isn't here to help.
Fear not, Fenton. You can count on your closest compatriots to succeed where that absentee Avenger Gizmo Duck has failed.
Oh, I'm sure Gizmo Duck
Isn't even here in your hour of need. How frustrating for you.
Obviously, Fenton being awkward about his alter ego being insulted.
Yes.
And I don't know how he's gone this long without telling Drake.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Like,
it's gone on too long.
It's too late.
I can't tell him now.
Well, he does try. Like, he tries to defend.
Yeah.
Gizmo Duck.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Then Drake kind of barrels over him, saying how, like, yeah, I know, Gizmo Duck does suck.
Yeah. It's like, oh no.
But then Huey comes in and hands them all the party hats as well, which they all dutifully put on.
Yes.
Launchpad on top of his chauffeur's hat. And he informs them that it's almost time for cake.
Yes.
And they all react very seriously, except for Launchpad, which is fine.
He just wants cake.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit, cake.
Cake. And we go back to Beakley and Scrooge that are discussing that once we have cake, there is no turning back.
But Scrooge has faith in the family, that they've gone through all sorts of shit, and now they can handle a little cake. And he blows into what are these called?
Is it
little
party streamer?
Party kazoo thing. And blowing the party streamer thing is like the signal for everyone to get together for cake, which is both literal cake and like a code word.
Yes.
And we see everyone getting together, and Jane brings out the cake,
which is
it's Neapolitan, right?
Yeah, but it's also not frosted on the side.
It's not. I guess, I mean, if it's maybe it's frosted on the sides with the colors of the Neapolitan colors.
I'll accept that.
We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It's not a completely unfrosted cake.
Yeah.
Wait, can we count the candles? Will the candles tell us how old she is?
No, it says 7.
Damn it. Sorry guys, we got my sister's 7th birthday.
Oh no.
She's a very mature 7-year-old.
Yes.
But then we pan to the terrifying blue Sebastian animatronic, and his eyes are cameras.
Yes.
One of many cameras we see that are in Funzo's.
And we get this really red lit room.
Yes.
And everyone's sitting, and everyone gets a chance to say a catchphrase when we start.
Because we see that they're watching the whole family from all the cameras they have inside Funzo's, and we see the round table of basically the new F.O.W.L agents, the new heads of F.O.W.L, basically. Obviously, Bradford, Heron, Don Carnage, who is our newest member.
Yeah.
Phantom Blot, as far as fucking name. I'm like, who's this hooded guy? Steelbeak. Rocker Duck, and Pepper.
Yeah.
I think Pepper was a surprise, considering she is an egghead.
Yeah.
But she's got a seat at the table. Girl power. I
hate it. Yeah, and they're all very much like, oh my god, like the whole family is here, like something's going on.
Yeah, something's clearly happening.
Scrooge's entire family? What odds bodkins are they doing here?
You can't fool old Pepper with decorative crepe paper.
Something strange is going on.
Yeah! Chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry? No real party has that kind of variety. It's a cover-up!
Singing Happy Birthday. We don't have your traditional Happy Birthday.
No.
Is it still like copyrighted or whatever it is?
That's the thing. I thought it wasn't copyright because it's like something that's widely used.
It used to be though, because in cause I know in old DuckTales, in original DuckTales, they never sang their actual Happy Birthday. They sang to the theme of the like unbirthday song.
Oh. It says it's now royalty free since 2018.
Because I mean, if that's the case, they just chose to have the caballeros sing. Because it's more fun to have them sing an original Happy Birthday song, which is fun. But yeah, I remember watching old DuckTales. They could never sing the actual Happy Birthday song because there's an episode, Sweet Ducks of Youth. I think that is the Fountain of Youth episode. Scrooge celebrates his 111th birthday, and he gets all sad about being 111, and goes to find the Fountain of Youth. I lost my train of thought. So the caballeros are singing Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Wey, it's la multianit. If you're Romania, feliz cumpleaños to the Panamanians. In friendship you can say bon anniversaire. There's people having birthdays everywhere.
The song is about how you say Happy Birthday in multiple languages.
Yeah, and they like actually say the words, and because there's people having birthdays everywhere.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
But while they're singing, we see the family is quietly taking out all of the security cameras.
We have Magica. She like uses
Lena.
Oh my god. Lena uses some of her magic to take some out. Boyd uses his laser vision to take a couple of cameras out.
Goslin uses her crossbow.
Yes.
Go back to the F.O.W.L agents and we see all the cameras going out. But they are not worried.
No. Just he's like, yeah, this is basically like part of the plan. Like we're ready for this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Bradford's basically like this is the way it's supposed to go. That they're basically that they're on to the next step of their plan.
Yeah.
That it's time for the last adventure. And all the villains start laughing maniacally.
Yes.
Which pisses Bradford off because they are not villains.
No. And Heron's like, oh, of course not. Activate the Heron protocol.
Yes. And she spits when she says it, which is fun. And she pushes a button. Yeah. And we cut back to the end of the birthday song. We see Fenton and Drake sneaking off inconspicuously to change into their superhero costumes.
Yeah. And as Webby blew like out the candles, but she doesn't get any cake.
No, God, they better save that.
Yeah. She just gets dragged off, and she's like, "Oh no, the cake!"
Everyone, so the main family gets they all run into the ball pit.
Yes.
I like that Gladstone, Feather, and Daisy are like cheering them on. They're like, "We're not going to run into the secret spy base, but have fun." I should have brought Gladstone. Like, you can't get hurt.
Yeah.
And if they brought him, I feel like they default would have found F.O.W.L.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, I guess his luck only works for him, though, doesn't it?
It's like, let's don't get real invested about finding F.O.W.L real fast.
Yeah. Okay. Care about this.
Yeah.
And then,
solid.
Yeah. And then we'll find Bradford will trip and the base will self-destruct underneath him. I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah. They just kind of give him like a boat farewell. Like,
yes, yeah.
Goodbye.
And they jump into the ball pit and in through the like secret entrance tube that we saw in Double Duck again. Yes. And they all like but it's this like cool entrance is ruined by them all just dogpiling on top of each other. Wanna go one after the other.
Yeah, because they all kind of like hop in, like, but they don't land cool and like walk out for the rest of them. They're all just like, I'm lying down here.
Yeah. I think Scrooge is at the bottom.
Oh no,
crushed under the weight of Launchpad, Beakley, Della, and like all the kids.
Jeez. I mean, the kids land fine.
Yeah, no, the kids are fine. And this is when Webby realizes that her birthday was a cover for a secret spy raid.
Yeah.
Which is like the best surprise.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it works. They kept it a surprise.
Because she's like, yeah, was all of this a lie? And then Dewey's like, happy birthday! And she's like, oh, I love it!
Yes. And then we have Darkwing also fall into the tube. And now they get out of the secret entrance tube. And the party hats that Huey handed out are pieces of a map.
Yeah.
To the F.O.W.L headquarters.
And Dewey makes the comment that this place looks familiar.
Yes.
Get with the program.
I feel like he should remember because he wasn't mind wiped.
No.
Or anything.
Yeah. I mean,
like you were physically here, Dewey.
Yeah.
Like I know you thought it was a video game, but you were physically there, touching things and smelling things, and you were physically there.
But
only Launchpad has an excuse to forget.
Yeah.
Gizmo Duck comes in last, and he has to squeeze into the tube because he's a giant robot man.
Yes, and as he like bolts out of the tube, he runs into Darkwing and
he knocks him over.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, sorry about that." And Darkwing is like, oh, "Thanks for finally showing up."
Yeah, and he observes that Gizmo Duck didn't bring a gift. Well, I hope he wouldn't bring it into the secret spy base.
No.
Maybe he left it up top, Darkwing.
Yeah, what a bitch.
Yeah, Darkwing is going to be very bitchy towards Gizmo Duck for the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
And the finale. It's great.
So yeah, we have this like map of F.O.W.L secret headquarters, and Louie's like, how did you get this map? And Huey's explanation is that Launchpad has been talking in his sleep in a British accent. Like,
and using the Woodchuck Dream Analysis chapter, he's been able to put together that Launchpad has been describing the F.O.W.L headquarters.
Yeah.
And nobody seems to question why he knows this.
No.
He astral projected to the F.O.W.L base, and he wanders the halls at night.
Yes. And Launchpad's like, oh, me? Like,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
And so Huey splits the group into two teams. Beakley, Scrooge, Webby, Dewey, and Louie to go find the missing mysteries. Huey, the superheroes, and Della and Donald to go capture F.O.W.L. Maybe take Beakley with them.
The teams are a little, like, odd.
Yeah, I would put Beakley with the guys to get F.O.W.L and put Donald and Della with Scrooge and the kids to get the mysteries.
Yeah. Oh well, shenanigans.
I guess, yeah. And then we have and Huey wants to be the one to uncover F.O.W.L, even though I don't know that he's shown any real, not interest, but like dedication to uncovering F.O.W.L. Has he?
In the most vague of sense.
I mean, he wants to find the missing mysteries, but it wasn't really related to F.O.W.L until.
I hadn't even thought about it. Add it to my list of things.
Because you see he gets very upset, spoilers, when they don't find F.O.W.L.
Yeah.
Or any of the missing mysteries.
I guess. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched most of season 3.
Because I know there was stuff implied between him and Bradford way back in Let's Get Dangerous. When he was starting to suspect Bradford then. Yeah. Before the truth came out. But besides that, he's basically been focused on the missing mysteries.
I guess by proxy of him wanting to recover like most of them. And
yeah, I mean it makes sense that he'd be the one, but there just hasn't been much lead up to his dedication to uncovering F.O.W.L.
Yeah, if only like the episode before this one had something about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, like the teams kind of go apart, and this is a team with Scrooge, Beakley, Dewey, Louie, Webby. And Webby's holding the map.
Is it that Louie's sweat messes up the map?
Yeah, I think so.
It smudges it or something.
Yeah.
But Scrooge is telling them, like, don't worry, we have plenty of time. Except that a robot voice over the speaker lets them know that the self-destruct has been activated and they are doomed. Yeah. And then it laughs maniacally and robotically. Yes. So that's fun.
And they have 5 minutes.
Yeah, and Beakley immediately wants to abort.
Yeah.
Dewey pipes up, like, remembering that this whole base looks like the last level from his favorite video game, Double O Duck, and he assumes that F.O.W.L is just big fans.
Yeah, and they recreated the video game.
Yes. And he knows where everything is.
Yeah.
And so he's pointing everything out, and he predicts where a F.O.W.L agent, an egghead, will emerge from.
Yeah.
Right as they do. Mm-hmm. And Beakley just clocks this guy immediately. And Scrooge and Beakley put him in charge.
Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, then lead the way.
Yeah.
And he's like, come with me if you want to live. And he says that was a stretch, but I think it's the best one.
It's the best one. Like, that's the only one that I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, you don't even know when you got good material, dude.
No. And so we go back to the superhero team with Huey, and Fenton's talking about how he's going to find Ganja no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Gizmo Duck is carrying Donald and Della on his shoulders and Huey in his arm. Yeah. And Dirkwing criticizes him of showboating while, like, grappling hooking past him. And then he does multiple flips.
And then he, like, upside down, like, hands on the ground with his fingers walks.
On his 2 fingers! Yes. Like...
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
What is this? And Launchpad is running to catch up.
Yes.
Like, Gizmo Duck, you have a free arm. Like, you have a robot suit that can lift cars and buildings. Yeah. Just carry Launchpad, too.
Yeah, because he's just, like, running. He's falling behind.
Yes.
This is important later, but yes, he's falling behind. I hate Darkwing. What a little shit.
So they round the corner, and there's another hallway with a Trebubble thing, right?
The Series 10 Trebubble, which, going back to the secret files of Agent 22? What's it called?
Confidential Case Files.
Confidential Case Files, yes. Is a reference to Rover from the 1967 British sci-fi / spy drama The Prisoner.
Yes.
Yes. And
this is an updated version. Instead of a bowler hat, it has a snapback.
Yeah.
And Huey starts to explain that any energy it absorbs, it redirects. Mm-hmm. Right as Gizmo Duck shoots it with a missile. And it shoots, like, not just an explosion, but, like, a concentrated beam of energy. Yeah. That singes Darkwing and Donald's hats.
Yes.
Which is fun.
And so it starts, like, bouncing, and Huey just goes at it. Well, he, like, times the bounces, and then he slides under it.
Yeah.
He jumps up, grabs the hat, and pulls it off, which it, like, deflates. Yeah, like a balloon. Nice balloon. Yeah.
So they end up right outside the boardroom. Mm-hmm. And while Webby and Beakley, Dewey, and them have reached the laboratory, where they assume the missing mysteries are being kept. Yeah. And Dewey does an attempt at a front kick, with just him, like, lightly patting the door.
And I love that Beakley goes behind and actually does the kick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they emerge into a green-tinted room. Mm-hmm. The lab, Terran's lab.
Yeah. We see the leadership poster.
Yes. And Huey is very excited about getting into the boardroom and getting answers. Mm-hmm. And they burst in, and it's empty. And we just see the self-destruct sequence on the screen. And no one reacts to this at 29 seconds. I'm like, yo, someone show some concern for the fact that you were all going to blow up in, like, 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, and Huey is very disappointed because no one's there and nothing is there. Luckily, Gizmo Duck is the one that turns off.
Yeah, just super casually. Yeah. When they're at 2 seconds. There's 2 seconds left, and Gizmo Duck just kind of rolls over and pushes a button. Like, no rush, no concern. It was very funny to me. Mm-hmm. I didn't mention they're using the bulb phones to communicate.
And Huey's like, oh, like, there's nothing here. They've abandoned everything. And we get a shot of the other team being like, they did not.
No, not everything.
No.
And we see floating in these 2 large, like, back-to-tank tubes.
Yes.
Will look like clones of Webby.
Yes.
They're dressed like her. And we have one in blue with short hair and bangs and pigtails. Mm-hmm. And one in all yellow with a long ponytail and...
like a pompadour style bump it bangs.
Yes. Bump it. Fuck. I remember those commercials.
I had one because my friend sold one, and I was like, "Sure, I'll buy what you want."
Oh no!
From you. I did not look good.
I don't think anyone did,
No,
right? Like, I remember the commercials look silly.
Yeah, because I think it was like kind of around the time that like, the Jersey Shore was making like that like big pompadour style popular.
Oh God, the Jersey Shore.
No.
I've just been thrown back into like 2009.
Yeah, it's wild.
Ugh.
That's why I think her hair is the one I like the least.
Really? Oh, I do like May's hair. Dang, just think of the Jersey Shore.
But yeah.
And we end there. And so we see the clones, they've taken the clones back to the mansion, and they've hooked them up to, like, they have like those EKG, I don't know if EKG is the term, but they're hooked up to like machines and stuff.
Yeah, like neural like sensors.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
You see that Gyro's hooked them up, and he's scanning something. And then we have Huey like furiously poring over notes and I assume the Finch's journal. I assume.
For any information, yeah.
Yeah, and we have so we've had Della kind of throughout been like, see, Donald, isn't our family great at like, having adventures here? Like you don't need to go anywhere to have an adventure. No, yeah. Nudge, nudge, don't leave. Nudge.
And no, yeah, like she's like, you'd be crazy if you left right now. Which I mean, she's kind of right.
I mean, I assume that he was going to leave after the F.O.W.L raid. But it's like, yeah, Della, like shit's happening right now. I don't think he's planning on living at this. Well,
yeah.
he
is. That's what I'm saying. He continues his plan.
Yeah, it's like Donald. They just found 2 clones.
Yeah.
Of one of the kids who is like one of the kids.
Yeah. Like the mission went bad. Basically, the mission failed.
The mission failed. They didn't get anything they were looking for, and they came out with 2 clones, which they have no idea why they exist.
So Della's right to be like, you shouldn't leave right now.
Like shit's probably about to hit the fan.
Yeah.
You should stick around.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah.
And we see the two girls. They take off all the stuff they're hooked up to, and run up and introduce themselves to Donald and Della.
So the yellow one is May, and the blue one is June, and I'll probably forget.
I remember. I've learned to remember.
No.
I've trained myself to remember which is which. And they're very sweet as they introduce themselves, and Donald is immediately like, "Oh, children."
Yeah.
And he introduces himself as well. But Beakley like steps in front of them and says, "Everyone shut up.
Yeah.
Nobody say anything."
No. Don't give them any information whatsoever.
Yes, because she doesn't trust them at all.
Yeah.
And so May and June are characters of many characters who I did not expect to see in DuckTales.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, obviously at this point I should stop being surprised.
But it's such a pull.
Yes.
Because I don't know. Because to me, it's always been funny, like that super strict parallel of Donald and Daisy. Because of like Huey, Louie, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and April, May, and June.
Yeah. So May is voiced by Ricky Lindholm. He's actually in the band Garfunkel and Oates with Kate Micucci.
Oh, okay.
So that's fun.
Candlelight and moonlight all around us. I look into your eyes. You hold my hand underneath the table, and I can't disguise the way I feel. I could have wished 1,000 wishes for this night. I can't believe that it's finally me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. Do 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 Steve. Do 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 leave. What's the deal with your friend Steve? Oh hey.
And Noelle Wells, who voices June, the blue clone, is actually the voice of Lord Dominator from Wander Over Yonder. Which, if you watch that, it's such a different voice.
Really?
She's the bad guy in Wander Over Yonder. It's a completely different voice. Ooh. So when I saw that, I was like, "Whoa, holy shit!" Very different. She sounds like a kid here.
Yeah.
That was
amazing! They were all like, "What? Who is this guy?" Then I was like, "Serious?" Then I was all.
So April, May, and June have traditionally been Daisy Duck's nieces.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some variations, some Italian comics, and some family trees that say, "Who cares? They're these random people's kids." but traditionally they have been Daisy Duck's nieces. They were created by Carl Barks in the 1952 comic Flip Decision as a one-off gag, being Daisy Duck's nieces, and reappeared a few times for the last time in his comics in 1966, The Beauty Business. Though in 1998, the editors of the Dutch Donald Duck weekly magazine decided the three girls should be modernized, and they got permission from the Disney company to do so.
Oh.
The Dutch Duck comic artist Mau Heymans designed a new hairdo and a new wardrobe for April, May, and June.
Oh.
It was very 90s.
Yeah.
So,
ooh, fun.
if you see images of them from then. Though, they appear very rarely in comics now, unless they're Italian and Dutch comics.
Yeah.
They mostly appear in the Dutch series Duckies, which focuses on April, May, and June, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and several classmates and teachers who were designed by Daniel Branca, who was one of the most acclaimed and productive Disney artists in the 1980s and early 90s, at the request of Dutch editors. They're like, hey, Donald Duck comic artist god, can you please draw these design these characters for us? Which they would then use in their comic series. So April, May, and June show up regularly to this day in these comic series, though they are not well known in the United States, obviously. Since Carl Barks stopped using them very quickly. Before now, they showed up very briefly in House of Mouse for like one-off gags, since Huey, Dewey, and Louie were the house band. One day they had for one episode they had April, May, and June substitute in for them. Though their first prominent role in animation was The Legend of the Three Caballeros, the 2018 animated series, which can be found on Disney Plus and for free on other websites. If you're interested, they are very much following the Huey, Dewey, and Louie original series model, where they don't have distinct personalities, and they share the same character model, just different color outfits. So, they don't have distinct personalities, but they're there, and they're fun.
Help you find anything, sir?
Don't know. Just browsing the wares.
Interested in this ring, sir?
Actually, I already own it.
Do you have a receipt?
Well, not yet, but fine. I'll give you $5 for it.
I'll give you 10. I'll give you 20.
$20 bid, now looking for double in the back.
50.
50.
100. 200.
Better on the front.
400. 500.
Sweet bids now. 500. Feeling like we're gonna go get a winner now.
600. 700.
1,000.
Sold for $1,000 to the gentleman with the creepy mustache.
And April, May, and June are actually the reason why the character of Webby Vanderquack even exists. Because when they were making DuckTales 1987, it was believed that having one set of triplets in the main cast was enough. Like, all right, they're like, we can't have, we need some girl characters, but having another set of triplets is going to be confusing. And it's the 1980s, so we don't know how to make each one distinct. So we'll just condense them all into one. And that's why Webby exists, which is fun. Because Webby's the reason why these two exist.
As we learn.
Because they're clones of her.
Yes. Which hasn't said until, like, this moment.
Yes.
Because as poor Gyro is trying to, like...
He's trying to give his science explanation.
Lena just kind of quickly scans them with some magic and declares...
It also creates, like, this fun, like, wind kind of thing that happens, and May and June giggle as as basically the magic flows over them.
And she declares them Webby.
Yes, that they're Webby. They're genetic clones of her. And obviously everyone is very confused. Scrooge asks basically if I thought Bradford's trying to destroy us, not make more of us.
Huey, I think, is very much like, first of all, none of this is like combines.
It doesn't compute into what they know about F.O.W.L, basically.
And he's like, why would F.O.W.L clone Scrooge's housekeeper's granddaughter?
Yeah, I wonder why. That is weird.
Yes.
And he apparently spent months planning this raid, and I'm like, I would have liked to see that. I would have liked to hear about that earlier. And Beakley cuts in saying that everything clone related is officially classified. So we're not discussing this anymore. Basically.
Jeez.
I've classified this whole conversation. And we see that Webby, Dewey, Louie, and Violet were listening at the door because they like fall in. They fall in. Because they're in the dining room. And Webby makes eye contact with the clones, who look very excited to see her. Webby steps in front of him again and is claiming the clones are foul creations and therefore dangerous, and she doesn't want Webby or anyone to interact with them.
And so she like pushes the kids out of the room, except for Huey. He stays with the rest of them. Dewey and Louie walk away, and Webby kind of just straight up is like, okay, yeah, if the clones are classified, then I can't know anything about them, even though they're related to me specifically. Yeah. But okay, that's fine.
She says, let's go get some ice. Let's go get some frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
And Violet obviously is like, are you seriously telling me we're not going to sneak back in and figure out what's happening?
And even Lena is like, you know what? I think for the first time in my life, like, we should listen to some adults.
Yeah. Because she's saying that, I mean, as an expert in being a clone of somebody, maybe we should, like, step back.
Yeah.
And she's right.
Yeah.
I mean, Violet is pushing to learn more. Saying how they're basically, Webby's sisters, they're basically her clones. Yeah. They are her clones. They're her genetic copies. But again, you're saying Lena doesn't want anything to happen to Webby because they don't know what these clones are. They don't know why they exist. And she reassures Webby basically that she doesn't don't worry about the clones because we don't know what's up with them. That she already has sisters. Yeah. And Violet and Lena clasp hands, and we see the friendship bracelets having prominence again. Yeah. And of course having Lena referred to, I guess, her and Violet as Webby sisters does go against the implied crush that Lena and Webby have on each other. Yeah. So. And
it goes against something that happens a little bit later. Yeah. Which...
It's stricken from record.
Yeah, it's I told Anna, I'm choosing it to say that Lena meant that Violet and Lena are sisters and Webby knows two sisters. And that's it.
I'm like, no, you're not gonna know homo this.
No, yeah.
No.
Lena.
No. We established episode 1. Lena has the young gay haircut. Yeah. No.
Oh. Yeah. Listen to this podcast again. We've made our thoughts very clear.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But yeah, then, Violet's like, okay, then let's go get Froyo.
And they wander off, and I think Webby stays alone.
Yeah, because she just kind of lets them walk away.
Yeah, it's like, take her with you.
Yeah, grab her.
She's going through some stuff. Yeah. Someone made clones of her. That would mess anyone up.
Yeah, but I love Violet giving us sensitive teeth representation.
I know, yeah, you can't eat ice cream fast at all.
I can't. If I'm enjoying a drink and I'm eating a soup, it's murder. I can't do it. I saw my mom bite an ice cream, a paleta, and I was like, no.
I mean, I can bite them once they're not completely frozen.
No, this woman just bit it.
Oh my god.
But even then, I can't do that. I have to gnaw on it like an old.
Sad. I thought I ate ice cream fast, and I'm like, Jesus. Not even. Yeah. Your lopsided SpongeBob ice cream.
No. Dang. I can't do it.
Dang. Like us, Louis is watching the finale of his favorite show. Yeah. Ottoman Empire. And here we have the return of a long-thought dead family member.
Yes. Wow.
Their father, Buck Cluck.
I hate it. Wait, what was the name of the father from Chicken Little?
That was that was my joke. The worst father in animated history. Second after Ozai, Fire Lord Ozai.
Which is that one?
Fire Lord Ozai is Zuko's dad who burned his own son.
Oh, okay. I have not seen.
And banished him.
Yikes. No, yeah, because wasn't it
He burned his own son's face in a ritual combat when his son was begging on his knees.
Oh, no.
And then vanished him.
Oh, okay. That's how that happened. I've never seen the show.
Shame! Shame! It's on Netflix! Shame!
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Should. He looks like Butt Cluck.
Yeah.
Not really, but I'm just claiming he does.
But I love, because wasn't it a couple years ago Disney put shout out to something dads on Father's Day, and everyone's like, you literally chose the worst father. Fuck him.
You could have put Mufasa. You could have put Simba. Yeah. You could have put any other father in your many Disney movies, because all the mothers are always dead, so you have a surplus of dads.
You could have put Maurice.
Technically, yeah, he would have been better than Buck Cluck. He would have been leagues above Buck Cluck because he actually does care about his child.
Yeah, stupid.
Anyway, it's Randy and Johnny. That's their names, right?
Yeah.
It's their father, who's been missing since. We thought he died in a factory.
In that cushion factory fire.
Yes, he has an eye patch, and his the waddle, is that what it's called? The comb.
Yes. Yeah.
Is more beard looking than theirs.
God, I fucking. Sorry, looking at It's Not My Fault. I was left unsupervised, hanging in the workshop.
Yes, I saw that. It was like a broken chain.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does this mean? You had some weird signs in their workshop. We'll see some more later.
Yeah.
We have so Huey and Dewey are on the couch watching, and Webby comes in announcing her presence. I'm like, girl, you're like a super spy. Just sneak in.
Yeah.
But I guess because she's nervous, she announces her presence, saying that she's here to clean the vents.
Totally normal things.
Yes, for completely unsuspicious reasons. And then she climbs into the vent in the floor.
And because Dewey is trying to get Louie to
to be proactive.
Yeah.
But Louie's like, shut up. I'm gonna sit and watch my show, and then I'm gonna worry about shit.
Yeah.
Once the adults figure shit out, it's fine.
Yeah.
And they watch Webby climb into the vent, and they're like, should we do something?
Yeah. And Louie's like, no, that's gonna become a whole thing, and I want to finish the show.
Yeah.
Also, this is the thing. Dewey claims that Scrooge put him in charge forever for the rest of life.
Yes, yeah, for the rest of life, because he put him in charge of the F.O.W.L base raid.
Yeah.
Which is a fun little just a little thing that he's got going on for the rest of this episode, really. So see, Webby climbs up through the vents and ends up, I guess, in the attic.
Yeah?
Or in the garage? Because it's not the same room that that Huey and Dewey and Louie were put in the first episode, because that's their bedroom now.
Yeah.
So it's where they have all the Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
So it could just be a storage room, because it's a mansion with a billion rooms. And so May and June are locked in there.
Yeah.
I love, just Beakley has no concern for their children, but she has no concern.
No.
Even though they're clones of her granddaughter, she's like, not my granddaughter though.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are. And she's pretty cold. She's cold towards them, and just shoves them into this room, locks the door. Which is great. It's perfectly in line with the character.
Yeah.
That she has no personal attachment to these kids.
No. It's just her granddaughter, and they're possibly here to harm her granddaughter. Yeah. So she's gonna lock the kids.
Yeah. She's gonna lock them away until they know what's going on.
And so, May and June are locked in and made comments that, at least the room is bigger than the tubes.
Yeah. Whoa.
Shit.
And, we're kind of getting establishing their personalities as we go along. May is more of the leader. Yeah. And June is a little more sensitive.
Yeah. And June sees a little sack of marbles. She doesn't know what they are. And so she goes to eat one.
Yeah. I love Webby has to burst in. Yeah. That's a choking hazard! And smacks it out of her hand.
Marbles do look delicious.
They do. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Webby! You know me? We are you. Or at least we were created from you. We think. What's our blood type? What's our favorite color? Ooh! Have you eaten a hamburger? Why were we cloned? Wait, you don't know either?
But now she's officially meeting the clones for the first time.
And they're so excited to meet her.
Because they know who she is. And we see right away, they are trying to get in her head and, get her to trust them. Yeah. Because we have June claiming that they are her. Yeah. Or at least they think that they're created from her. They're acting very innocent. They don't know what's going on. Yeah. That they want to they want to meet Webby. They want to know everything about her. And they want to know why they exist.
Yes. They have so many questions because if they know things about Webby, they know things about themselves. They want to know their blood type, favorite. I'm like, you can have your own favorite color. You don't need to know hers. Yeah. And they immediately drop that they don't know why they were created.
Yeah, I think that's true. They don't know.
Yeah.
That they claim that Heron created them. They ran some tests on them. But then that Bradford claimed that they were failed experiments and time wasted.
Yes. They put them back in the tube, and then they got left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Webby's obviously like sympathizing with them because
they're alone. They're claiming that they were abandoned, that they were failed experiments, and they don't know why they were created. Mm-hmm. But they immediately like hug Webby and they bring her into the group. That's saying, but now that they're here with her, they want to know everything about her.
Yeah,
they want to be her family. That they basically can claim that they are a family.
Yes,
like straight off the bat, they claim that, and they want to work together to find out why F.O.W.L made them.
Yeah. And Webby kind of resists a little bit. She's like, no, like, my grandmother said, I shouldn't even be interacting with you guys right now. And May is quickly to be like, no, like, we're not bad. We just want to know things.
Because we're family.
Yeah.
And obviously, Webby, who, she's been, since the beginning of the she's been desperate for a family. Mm-hmm. And obviously she's been accepted into the McDuck family. The boys are like her siblings. Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know, this, I guess because they are like immediately telling her we are family right off the bat, that she kind of falls for it, that she lets herself.
I feel like she lets herself, because we'll see it more in a bit, because that seems so intense. Yeah. She just kind of lets all these like maybe thoughts that she's had before get to her and comes to surface all at once, and she's like, okay.
Yeah, like an emphasis on biological family.
Yes.
These are her genetic clones, and the clones are telling her, like, this means we're sisters. This means we're family by default already. Like, you don't have to work for it. Like, yeah. I think that's it. Like, you don't have to work for it. Like, if
like, we'll accept you no matter what because we're genetically family. Yeah.
And so we go back to we're in Scrooge's study, and we see Gyro and Launchpad they're trying to figure out what F.O.W.L's plan is. Like, why did they create these clones? And they're just spitballing. They have no idea what they're talking about, except Launchpad. For some reason, he knows.
Yeah.
Why does he know?
I don't know.
Or they're using clones as an evil workforce to combine all the missing mysteries into a giant ray gun to hold the world hostage. That's what I do.
Maybe they're, like, putting people in boxes?
That's the thing, we don't know anything. Like, we don't get, like,
if it's like Double O Duck, like, subliminally, like, in the, like, unconsciously telling him stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I guess that's one of the ways you could put it.
Since Double O Duck saw all that information in the F.O.W.L base.
Yes.
And he reacted to, like, knowing about F.O.W.L and realizing the danger of them. Yeah. So maybe he saw something there. But again, like, it's not even implied. No. Like, I'm just making this up. Like, maybe that's what could have happened. Because he knows exactly what's happening.
Because it's one thing to be like, oh, like, Launchpad, like, saying, like, comment, like, yeah, I've been really tired and I haven't been getting enough sleep. Because then you could make the argument, like, oh, Double O Duck has been making
and then have like a funny cutscene to him, like, asleep and talking in his sleep in the accent, saying, F.O.W.L, they must be kidnapping the allies of the McDuck family and putting them in boxes. I must warn them. And then he wakes up. Yeah. Like, oh, what was that?
But no, there's really nothing.
There's nothing. There's, because obviously Launchpad's right, but there's no explanation for why he's right. Yeah. Like, how does he know this?
Yeah. No idea.
And I think, like we said, we never get a hint, there's no foreshadowing to the fact that all of their allies have been kidnapped. Yeah. Like, important allies, like Penumbra, the gods, Santa Claus, Goldie. It's obviously all in part 2. Mm-hmm. But it's setting up the groundwork here.
I just imagine, like, walking into town and there's, like, now there's only 5 people because everyone's been kidnapped.
Yes, because the McDuck family has like 1 million friends.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, and we have Huey come in and disparage everyone's theories, especially Gyro's. Like, you're just stupid as fuck. Huey's getting kind of desperate. He's very frustrated. Yes, and he starts insisting that they question the clones. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Huey, calm down. I mean, yes, but calm down. You're 10. Yes. But Beakley immediately shuts him down. She's like, we are not going anywhere near the clones.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, we need to figure out this connection. Beakley's like, no, there is no connection.
The connection between Webby and F.O.W.L.
Yes.
And Beakley really shuts that down. Mm-hmm. She basically wants to, like, just, like, she's, I mean, obviously we know she's knowingly refuting something that is fact. There is a connection between Webby and F.O.W.L. Obviously, why else would they clone her? Mm-hmm. But she is, like, refusing to let them involve Webby.
Mm-hmm. And also, she also doesn't know the extent of anything.
Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, she also doesn't know. But yeah, but the fact that she doesn't want Webby involved whatsoever, even if it means answers, because she doesn't want Webby to get hurt, obviously.
Yeah. And she, like, takes a dig at Huey, being like, I know that your perfect plan wasn't true. Yeah, it didn't work. But stop.
Mm. But Scrooge tells her, like, well, Huey might have a point, that they have 2 missing mysteries and the clones, so they do have some leverage, is what he's saying.
And he tries to convince her to, like, let them look or give them information that is in the old Shush files.
Yes, because she was director, which I almost forgot about. Yeah. But she has some wealth of information that she is not revealing to them. Mm-hmm. Shush files that we see that she has classified.
Yes. And Huey tells her to unclassify them. And he
calls her by her first name, which he's lucky he doesn't get smacked off the table.
That's the thing. He gets on the desk.
In her face.
Mm-hmm. And tells her to cough up the information, Bentina. And immediately he's like, Mrs. Beakley, I'm so sorry.
And he climbs off of the desk.
Yes.
And she storms out. Yeah. She's like, yeah, now I'm done.
Yeah.
And Scrooge goes to talk to her, try to convince her to change her mind.
Yeah. He's like, she's been mad at me before. I'll go take one for the team. Mm-hmm. And, Launchpad informs that it's not just a square, it's a cube, it's a box.
Yeah.
I love your Launchpad.
You were right for some reason.
Yeah, we don't know why, but you have the information.
And so we go to Webby's room. She's brought the clones here.
Yes.
And we see the most updated version of Webby's family board. Mm-hmm. And it looks really nice. Like we see for Bubba, she has a like a carving that I guess he must have made.
Yeah. Like
cave art kind of thing. And May and June are like scoping out the room. We see the gummy berry juice that Webby got from the Confidential Case Files episode is just sitting out on her
like toy tea set.
By her tea set.
Yeah. And June goes, "Oh, I love juice," and almost drinks some.
Yeah. Oh, is it a reference to Webby liking juice?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we see that Webby's globe, she has pins in it for every place she's been to. Mm-hmm. And May is the one who's looking at that and talking about how they've never been anywhere except for Heron's lab, and now here.
Yeah. So they're very excited, and yeah, like Webby's really excited to show them all of this
and to
knowledge.
welcome them. Like she takes a photo of them with her Polaroid camera and puts them up on her board.
Yeah.
And basically including them in the family. It's Webby's family board that she includes them on.
Yeah.
And look at this board.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a good image of it.
We have Bubba at the top. Obviously, we go down to Scrooge's parents, Scrooge, his siblings, Donald and Della. And Donald and Della's branches out to Gladstone and Feathery. Branches out to Daisy, the Caballeros. Obviously, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. All of Huey's picture goes to Boyd.
Yeah.
On the best friend string.
Aww.
Della and Penny's has the best friend with hearts.
Yes. Ooh. That's connected to...
Oh, we have we have Launchpad and Penny as just friends.
Yeah. And then to that we have Goslin and we have
there's a question mark between Goslin and Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Drake hasn't adopted her yet, so that's a fun little nod.
Yeah. And then we have Doofus is in here, and it's just a picture of his boots.
Oh God, why is he there? Oh God, he's Boyd's.
Boyd's. Yeah.
We have Fenton, Gandra, Gyro up there. We have a board for Webby, where Webby is. We have Webby connected to Lena and Violet, and her connection to Lena has a heart.
Yeah. Oh, I love that picture of Lena. It's such a fun.
It's cute. Yeah. We have Webby connected to Beakley, and a little photo that just says parents.
Yes. Wow. And yeah, we have Almanette And we have...
Yeah, Jin. Goldie's up there in a locket.
Yeah.
And we pan across this board. Oh my god. I just noticed there's the window for dead people.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, there's a headstone. It says R.I.P. RIP.
Because Webby's in front of it, so I couldn't see what it said. I just saw that it was Duckworth there.
It's Duckworth, Ludwig. Who's the other one? Oh my god, I just know.
Who is it?
It's something with a D? Or who do we know who's died?
Oh.
No, come back. Tell me who that is.
Yeah.
What the hell? Who else has died?
Does it start with a D?
Webby standing in... It's a D or... Oh, sorry. It's just Duckworth's demon form.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, I think maybe it's Demon Duckworth or something.
I think so, yeah. Yeah,
okay. I love just the headstone. I mean, one of those came back as a demon / ghost, and one of them, as far as they know, is dead.
Yeah.
Joke's on them.
But
so that was a fun look at the full board. Updated board.
Yeah.
But May observes that this seems to be mostly about the McDucks.
And Webby says, they're my family. We're not related by blood, but by love.
And Jesus. May's like, yeah, that doesn't matter. What about your biological family, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they aren't really related to the McDucks.
No, yeah. Because she points to, I think, Violet and Lena, and she says, like, what are these best friends? They're like family that you choose. And yeah, they keep very much insisting
that family is blood. It's who you're really related to.
Yeah.
And she points out, like, in the French slip bracelets, which are prominent in this episode.
These are my best friends, which are like family that you choose. We have all kinds of secrets, and these friendship bracelets we never take off, and one time we visited a bog! This is all interesting, but it doesn't tell us anything about why we exist. What about your real family?
Yeah, because May's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but this board doesn't tell us why we exist. What about your real family?
Yeah.
And she asks about their parents. Like, where are your parents? And maybe they can tell us what's going on.
Yeah. And
we have this photo. I assume this must be Beakley's daughter and her husband, I'm going to assume. Because Webby basically tells them that her parents died. And that Beakley gave up her job as a spy to raise her.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, they look like a cute little couple.
Yeah, she's hot. Whether that's Beakley or her daughter.
That's the thing. Who knows?
Who knows? I'm gonna assume it's her daughter, since I don't know if Beakley was close to whoever she married.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna assume not.
No. That's the thing. I made it even sadder yesterday when we were rewatching.
You did. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. But yeah.
May immediately tells her that, your grandmother must be hiding something then.
Yeah. And Webby's like, no, like, we would never hide things from each other. And May's like, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
May is really the one that I'm just like, shut up.
Because she's making Webby question whether, she's basically telling her that blood family is the only family. Like, we're your only family.
Yeah.
Like, your biological family is the one that matters and is the one that will explain why we exist.
Yeah. Yikes.
And then June, like... this is, like, rude.
I literally wrote rude.
She climbs up onto the ladder next to the board and starts cutting the strings connecting Webby to the rest of her family.
Yeah.
And I love the way she says it, though, like, she's helping. That May said that they're not related to any of these people.
Yeah.
And so she's cutting the strings off of Webby's family board herself.
Yeah. Oh my god, you monster.
I know. It's cruel. It's so, like...
No, yeah, that's the thing, like... It's such a cruel scene. Because, she's like, this is my family whom I love.
And Webby had to fight to, like, believe she's part of it. And, like, she loves being a part of it. Like, this chosen family.
Yeah. And they're literally, like, cutting them.
And Lena and Violet come in, probably realizing, like, hey, Webby's not following us.
They got to the Froyo place and
they got like halfway down the hill and they're like, wait, Webby isn't here. Damn it.
Yeah, shit. And Lena sees that June is about to cut like her string.
Yeah, connecting her to Webby. And she tells her, don't you dare.
Yeah.
And June cuts it. And Lena gets pissed. Like her magic activates, like her eyes light up, and with her magic, she like jolts the ladder so hard she throws June off.
Yeah, she was like, take that back, and she just jolts her off, and she hits her head on the back of the bookcase, and then she runs off crying. Yeah. I'm like, I mean, it hurts, but also, what the fuck did you do that for?
It's a pretty intense scene, because I mean, that, and then the violent reaction of knocking June down. Yeah. And Lena goes to apologize, and Webby does blow up at her a bit. Yeah. For this.
Yeah, because, I mean, she's also been told a lot of things and been yelled at and been told, hey, the way you think is wrong. Yeah. And so she tells Lena, like, how could you? Like, how could you do that to my sisters? I trusted you. Yeah, you of all people.
Yeah, and then she's already claiming June and May as sisters. Mm-hmm. Damn. They're getting in your head, Webby.
Yeah, straight up, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, supporting these strangers over Lena and Violet, who she's known for years now, I guess. Yeah.
Damn. Anyways.
Yeah, and so Webby takes May by the hand to go, so they can go search for June. Mm-hmm.
And so we go out to the houseboat.
God, Donald is, I don't know what is going on in his head. That he's like, not to pack for my trip. Dude. Yeah. There are 2 genetic clones created by the evil spy organization that has it out for your family. Now is not the time to leave your kids.
No. Yeah. And he's packing, suntan lotion, camera, a nice Hawaiian shirt.
It's the Hawaiian shirt from Quack Pack, which is one of the few things I enjoy about the show. Just put Donald in a Hawaiian shirt all the time. It just immediately increases my enjoyment of the character. Yeah.
And so we hear Della, and she starts to drop, like, anti-venom, camouflage, some night vision goggles.
Yeah, see a first aid kit, some arrows. Mm-hmm. And she's, like, she hands him the Sword of Swanstantine. That'll magnify his inner strength. But, your family's your inner strength. So you should just take all of us with you.
Yeah, I'll go get the kids.
Yeah. And Donald grabs her by the ankle to keep her from leaving. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's like, what is going on here?
Dada, what takes the big idea? I need you big palooka! We're a team! We lost so much time, and I just got back, and now you're moving out. I'm not ready for our adventures to be over.
We get a conversation that should have happened before now? Like, it feels like, I mean, the finale is very good, but there is a lot packed, like, into this first part. Yeah. And I feel like the Donald is leaving plot didn't need to happen.
No. It didn't. It really didn't.
And I mean, you could have done, like, anything else with him. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know, it feels like, because we're getting this conversation with Della that should have already happened is the thing. It feels like, it took you a whole season to actually sit down with your sister and talk about the 10 years you missed.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like... Because she gives the implication of like, oh yeah, you're leaving. I thought we had more time to actually talk things out. We're going to talk things out like, now.
You had months, apparently?
Yeah. It's one of those things. I'm like, I thought we were going to see this a lot earlier. And it's like, okay, if we don't see it, that's fine. But then you bring it back, making it even more apparent to me that it should have happened before. Yeah.
Yeah. And because she's implying that Donald's moving out. Mm-hmm. And even that doesn't make sense because we've gone so little of Donald and so little of Della and them together. I don't know. I mean...
It's weird because she says that they lost a lot of time and she just got back and now he's leaving and that she's not ready for their adventures to be over, which just makes me go, what adventure?
Yeah because they haven't done anything together, so beyond again the trickening. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the adventure we got for them this season, they were children.
Yes
It's like, okay, I guess it's another thing that's implied that happened.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I think I would have really liked to see an episode, like, see obviously the first adventure was when they're kids, and see them with Scrooge go on another adventure. Yeah. And maybe you could bring the Daisy plot in there. Mm-hmm. So and have Della trying to rekindle like the camaraderie, how it all worked back then, and maybe he brings Daisy with him on the adventure. Yeah, and have Della navigating that. Like it's not just the three of them anymore.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
I did it. I created the perfect episode.
As we do all the time.
As we do. What was the episode of the season that we wanted gone? I mean, you could have taken out
the one before this.
Yes.
What was it called? Oh, the Life and Crimes. Yeah.
It has no plot relevance.
No.
Whatsoever. Could have plopped that in there. It would have worked as a segue. Yeah. I don't know.
Something. We needed a segue, really. And we didn't get one. And it's so weird. But yeah. They make up really fast.
They do. Basically, Donald's like, I'm not leaving forever. Like, we're still family. Yeah. But that, he's ready to move on and to. I guess that Daisy is like the next part of his life. Yeah. That she is his next adventure. Mm-hmm. But that he'll always be Della's brother.
Yeah. Which is a sweet sentiment. But
I would have liked to see you guys interacting. I mean, just because obviously Della is Donald Duck's twin sister who has never been seen in animation before this. Mm-hmm. And so I would have liked to see her interact with Donald Duck.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I thought we were gonna get an extension of what happened with Beakley and Della. That kind of you need to come into parenting because obviously you've been gone for 10 years. You don't really know how to be a mom.
You don't know your kids.
I thought we were gonna get an extension of that with Donald and Della. It's not like I wanted them to be head to head, we're arguing about parenting style. But I did want to see them co-parent these kids. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, Donald is their dad.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one who raised them. The fact that the show kind of gave him the Goofy movie Goofy treatment. Yeah. With really emphasizing the fact that he's the parent and giving him a much more real sense of being a real character. Yeah. Beyond the traditional Disney branding of the character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and it would have been nice for Della to be okay, I'm coming into this role as well, and I need your help. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Anyway, they make up, and they hug. It is a sweet scene.
Yeah. That's why it would have been nice for this to have been now you're ready to move on without me for a little bit. I'll be back. Yeah. But you can take care of the kids by yourself for a bit. We've been working on this together. Yeah. But no.
So they leave, because... Della claims that his Hawaiian shirt he's packed is out of style. Yeah. And you got upset first, but I'm like, no, it's fine. She's been missing for 10 years. Yeah. She doesn't realize Hawaiian shirts are back. She doesn't know.
You literally bought a Hawaiian shirt today.
I did. Yeah. It's fantastic. It has the Avengers on scooters wearing Hawaiian shirts. Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love it.
So they leave the sort of Swanson scene on the ground in Donald's room. Mm-hmm. I hate his room, by the way. It is just plain bare wood floors with detritus and clothes and a hammock, just a sad tiny hammock strung between two walls. I'm is this how you've lived for 10 years?
Guess so.
It's so small. How do you do anything in here?
He doesn't.
He doesn't have a dresser. No. There's no closet. Where are his clothes?
I don't know how this works.
I'm so concerned. Oh no. Oh, never mind. There's a dresser.
Oh,
we're seeing the room from another angle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It is fine. I retract my statement. There is a dresser.
Immediately proven wrong.
Yeah. I'm glad I was proven wrong. Yeah. I didn't like his sad little room.
No, so empty.
It's still sad, but slightly less. But so Huey's walking by.
Mm-hmm. And he's, trying to come up with something. He needs some information that can help him.
He starts wondering, maybe the clones are harmless. Maybe they don't know anything. Mm-hmm. But then he starts seeing light coming from Donald's room, and he peers through the window, and he sees June with this evil fucking grin, holding the sort of Swanson scene aloft, and he's like, okay, or maybe they're spies here to steal the missing mysteries. Mm-hmm. And so he runs off to warn everyone.
Yeah, because he goes, I was right. Oh shit, I was right.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has such an evil grin.
Fucking evil grin, yeah. And Webby and May are still looking for June. Mm-hmm. They're walking through the hallways.
Yeah. And so they like turn the corner, and Beakley is also turning another corner into the same hallway. And Webby tells, okay, May, go keep looking for June, and I'll distract my granny.
Yeah. And Beakley's holding the F.O.W.L files that she said that were classified. So either I assume she's just reading them. She's reviewing them because she doesn't give them to anyone.
No. That's the thing. She's like, I need the information because I'm going to go do my own thing, as we see.
Yes.
But yeah, no one else is getting this information. But I just love this piece of paper that's like F.O.W.L.
I know!
Fake scribble, cartoon scribble.
Yes, cartoon, like just blocks, like blacked out text. Mm-hmm. Maybe it is blacked out text, who knows. And Webby immediately starts acting weird, and Beakley's like, you're acting weird. Mm-hmm. What's up?
She calls her buddy.
Yeah. Look, she knows why Webby's acting strange.
Mm-hmm. She's like, oh my, do you? And she's like, yeah, you want to talk to the clones.
And Webby's like, oh, toads. But Beakley tells her, it's best that you don't. Trust me, they have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And she walks away, like, end of discussion. But Webby's like, no, they have everything to do to me.
Yeah.
Like, why were they created? Why were they cloned from me? Mm-hmm. Like, she asks if it has something to do with her family. Mm-hmm. Like her family. Her family, like her biological family, like the clones were implying. Mm-hmm. She told May and June earlier that her and her granny don't keep secrets. Mm-hmm. But it was a lie, because she tells Beakley here that you never told me anything. Mm-hmm. And that I guess she never thought to question it.
Yeah, and she's like, I thought I knew who I was, but like really, when I really look at it, like I don't know anything because you've told me nothing.
And, I mean, Beakley here telling the truth, I wish I could tell you more.
Yeah.
But then we have Beakley, like, talking, like, more candidly than she has about anything in the show, because we get the musical change. Mm-hmm. And she's just talking about her daughter.
Yes. And I like this moment because she goes down to Webby's level, which I always appreciate.
Your mother was an artist. Your father was a librarian, and by all accounts, a very nice man. The sad truth is that I was so caught up in my spy work that I missed everything important. I didn't even know I had a granddaughter until it was too late. And they were gone. But once I saw you, everything changed.
And you implied when we were rewatching this.
Yeah, because so I implied that Beakley also lost a granddaughter. Because she says, I missed everything important. I didn't even know I had a granddaughter until it was too late and they were gone. So it's like, it would be even sadder if, everyone passed away, including a granddaughter.
Because she could easily, because Webby has the last name Vanderquack, not Beakley. Mm-hmm. So we can assume that was her daughter's married name.
Yeah.
And in order to hide Webby, she gave her daughter's married name, Vanderquack.
Yeah.
So if there was, I guess, like you're horribly implying, like a young granddaughter, like a baby, I guess, who died in whatever accident I assume killed them.
Because I was like, Beakley isn't like a terrible person that would see a baby and wouldn't rescue them, as we see later.
But the fact that she adopts it.
Yeah, and then maybe like, oh, my granddaughter, baby, let's go. We're taking the baby. Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, that would be even more fucked up.
I can't believe that Beakley is lying about her daughter.
That's the thing.
Because that's, like, too cruel. And, like, there's that picture of, it looks like her daughter and her husband.
Yeah. There's some truth in this.
Yes, I fully believe that there is truth. That she became estranged from her daughter and then she passed away.
Yeah.
So whether or not there was a biological granddaughter who passed away is, who knows, up for debate. Yeah. But I do believe that she isn't lying about her having a daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, she is reaffirming to Webby that she's, like, the most important thing in her life. Mm-hmm. And that she'll do anything to protect her.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite scenes between her and Webby, which is trumped later by a different scene, which is very intense. Mm-hmm. But this is great. She tells Webby that she doesn't know why she was cloned, which is true, again. But that she's going to find out.
Yeah. And Webby is touched, like...
But she also seems determined.
Yeah.
Like... I don't know if she just doesn't trust enough. Like, she believes her grandmother, I think. But
I think more she's just even more confused, really. Like,
yeah, if my family was like nobody important, if they were just people, an artist and a librarian, why was I cloned?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it's not enough. Because Beakley tells her that she doesn't know, and she's like, all right, well, if she's not going to give me answers, then I may need to find them myself. Yeah. Which is basically what she's going to do. Louis and Dewey are like, Dewey gave in and they're just watching Ottoman Empire. And what is this scene that they come back to? I forget which one, Randy or Johnny, is being used as a footrest by their father.
And, it's Randy, right? Because he's talking.
Oh, okay, I have no clue which one's which. Do you know which one's which?
I used the transcript to look at the
okay. I'm like, you can't tell May and June apart, but you can tell Randy and Johnny apart. That's fine.
The notes are really helping me tell them apart, but I'll still mess them up.
God.
But no, it's Randy who's being a footstool, who says, "It's like you always said, Dad, family is the greatest footstool of all." Who the fuck says that?
That's like their insane butt cluck father.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But Huey interrupts them to tell them that June has stolen the sword of Swansantine. They're evil. We're fucked.
Yeah.
But then Webby comes in, again being defensive of the clones.
Yeah. And she's like, no, like, they're my sisters. I'm gonna help them.
Yeah. But Huey's insisting they're from F.O.W.L. We can't trust them.
Yeah. And he's like, and I literally just saw one of them with the sword.
And Webby again brushes it off. Yeah. Like, she doesn't want to believe that she's claiming that because they came from her that they must be good.
Yeah.
And she's claiming that they're confused and in the dark, and she's projecting how she feels now onto them, because they're complete strangers she met an hour ago.
Yeah. And she's like, I thought you guys would understand, about wanting to learn more about your family, and she runs off.
So it's the same thing she said to Lena, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, listen to the many people who are telling you to hold on.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
And we see another fun Beakley scene. She has this secret armory in her bedroom. We see a katana, a regular kind of sword, an umbrella, which I assume has a sword in it, knives, brass knuckles. She puts I've watched Ninja Turtles so many times. A sai, thank you. I'm sorry, Raphael. Raphael the Ninja Turtle. She puts
the pain there.
Yes. She has a big bag that she's putting weapons in.
Yes.
And it sounds heavy, like when she moves. It sounds like it's full of metal weapons.
Yeah.
And this is really sweet.
Yeah. Scrooge comes in with a tray with some tea, and he's trying to get her to
talk to him. Something's clearly up, and she's not talking to anyone, or him especially.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I didn't even reuse the same old tea bag. You can really taste the cost.
Yeah.
Shut up, old man.
But he sees Beakley packing, and he's like, where are you going?
Yeah.
And she tells him that she's going off the grid. Keep Webby safe until I get back.
Yeah.
And she also puts some nunchucks in her bag.
Yes.
Girl, take the axe.
She has another one in there.
Yeah, probably. Because it sounds very full.
Yeah.
Scrooge he's kind of prodding Beakley, trying to convince her to tell him what's going on.
Yeah.
And, reminding her that he's her friend.
And she's like, as my friend, I'm thanking you for protecting us. And there's no more hiding. I'm gonna go, defeat F.O.W.L.
And Scrooge is telling her, you can't go alone.
Yeah.
As long as the family's together, they can defeat anything. They're stronger together.
Yeah. And she's like, no, this is my mission. Because, Scrooge is like, you're not telling me something here. Tell me. And she's like, no, I'm not telling you.
Yeah, and he puts the tray down, and he basically reminds her that he made the mistake of keeping secrets, the whole Della thing.
Yeah.
And that it almost tore the family apart.
Yeah.
He's telling her again that she can trust him with the truth. And she's like, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you. And she puts her hand on his shoulder, and it's like, I will tell you everything.
Yeah.
Vulcan nerve pinch. It sounds like she breaks his collarbone. There's a loud crack noise. And he passes out on the ground.
Because I love this shot. We get basically a Scrooge point of view looking up at her.
Yeah.
And she says, if I survive, I'll tell you everything.
Yes, because she just collapsed on the ground. It's hilarious. It straight up sounds like she shatters his collarbone. Frail old man.
I mean, yeah, like, holy shit. But I love it. Like, I feel like he saw it coming too late. Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, she's like, no. Okay, Scrooge. And then bam!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
If the show could let anyone curse, Scrooge would be cursing nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
Like, David Tennant, like, just, I mean, all, like, this, like, hearing, like, the curses with the Scottish accent, just constant.
So fun. The most realistic Scrooge.
Oh, yeah. It'd be the most realistic Scrooge. Because he does swear in the comics, but it's like cartoon comic bleeped out.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Just the random symbols.
Yes. It's like, ooh, it's a swear word behind that.
Which one has that many letters?
Oh my god, yeah, when I was younger, I'd be like, ooh, how many letters are in shit?
Yeah, shit, fuck.
And then shit and fuck have the same number, so I'm like, ooh, it could be either one. Which one fits the context?
But yeah.
And so, Webby goes back to her bedroom where May and June are. Mm-hmm. And they have both missing mysteries. The Blessed Bagpipes and the Split Sword.
Mm-hmm. Webby is... Oh, she's just like, oh, are you guys stealing?
Yeah, the scales start to fall from her eyes like, oh, shit. Maybe all the multiple people who told me these people were bad news were right.
Yeah.
May starts to drop the act because June tries to lie poorly.
Yeah. Like, well,
no, we're not. Mm-hmm. But May, she's telling Webby that we're never going to get answers from them. So come with us back to F.O.W.L to get answers.
Because this is when May drops the like we were abandoned act, because she says that Director Buzzard left them behind on purpose. Yeah. So that they can bring back the missing mysteries, and then he would tell them everything. He would tell them the truth about why they were made. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they're like, come with us, sister, and we'll find out together.
Yeah, they call her sister, and that June is like trying to emotionally manipulate her into joining them. But Webby stands firm that no, I'm not going to join you guys. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to abandon everyone. Yeah. And then May and June are like, fuck, fine. All right, we're going to force you to come.
Yeah.
May leaves. She takes the missing mysteries and tells June to bring her to the rendezvous point.
Jeez.
And we launch immediately into, like, the most intense fight sequence. Like, between, like, two 11-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, there is, like, neither of them holds back. It's fantastic. I like the detail that June takes, because we've had the Quacky Patch doll pinned to the wall by an arrow, and June grabs both of those. Yeah. And launches the arrow at Webby. Mm-hmm.
And then she uses the doll to kind of, like, fight her with it, hit her with it a couple times.
Yeah, but it was really, really great fight sequence. Yeah. Like, Webby climbs up the ladder up to her bedroom, and as she's on the ladder, like, it's a loose ladder. Mm-hmm. June grabs it and forces it up.
Uh-huh. And then she forces it down again.
Yeah, she crams, like, Webby up into the ceiling. Mm-hmm. And then, yanks it back down.
And then she comes from, like, the roof, like, again, like, swinging the doll.
Yeah, and, like, as Webby falls, so does a mace.
Mm-hmm. And then June gets knocked out by, like, a telescope.
Yeah, ow! Yeah. Like this massive telescope that's sent spinning and then hits her in the head. And she lands underneath the tea party table where the gummy berry juice is. Mm-hmm. And Webby picks up the mace just as June drinks it.
Yeah, because she's like on top of the table and she's like, why? Like, we just wanted to be sisters, and why did you have to make everything so hard?
I know, like, blaming Webby for like them betraying her and trying to beat her up. Mm-hmm. And so she drinks the gummy berry juice, and we get this really cool shot of June bouncing around the room around Webby.
And it's intense because like at this point June is very much like overpowering Webby.
Yeah. And we get this final shot of June coming at Webby to punch her in the face, and Webby brings up the mace, and we cut.
Yeah, we get like an impact cut. That's all we see.
And then we cut to see June has beaten Webby, apparently, and drops her outside at her feet, tied up and gagged, where May's waiting. Mm-hmm.
And so this like, what's it called again? The airship.
It's modeled after the Egret, which is the ship that it's Don Carnage piloting this giant jet.
Yes.
And it's apparently modeled after the Egret, which is the ship from the Darkwing Duck episode Tip of the Titans, which Steelbeak is attempting to steal. In that episode, it has like giant metal legs. That for some reason it has giant metal legs, which break, and then so it just turns to a regular fancy jet. Apparently, they were going to include the legs in a scene of where they get broken, but it just didn't fit. Yeah. So it's modeled after the Egret, which is like a fun little
gag. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
That's the Tip of the Titans is the episode where Darkwing and Gizmodo first meet. And where Drake Mallard and Fenton first meet. It's a very, very good episode.
It's very fun.
It's so fun. The animation's really good.
Yeah. It's very bitchy.
I know. I think we've definitely mentioned the episode before. I would recommend it again. Yeah, so they're waiting to be picked up.
Yeah. And so as that's happening, Huey comes into Webby's room and he's apologizing. Why is he apologizing?
For basically hurting Webby's feelings.
Yeah. But he immediately sees, like, Webby isn't there, and hears,
on the wreckage of the room, like, the room is a mess. And there's, because to get out of Webby's room, May made she tied a bunch of fabric together to drop out of the window. And Huey follows that, looks at the window, and sees what looks like May and June kidnapping Webby.
Yes.
And carrying her into the Egret ship.
And so he goes down as well. And he just runs and jumps
doesn't tell anybody where he's going. Just runs in.
Oh my god, Huey.
And we get this scene like we hear like the plane noises, so we can't hear May and June's conversation. And then May walks away, but we see that June is wearing Webby's friendship bracelet because it is Webby.
Yes, and we get this like shot of kind of from what's her name? June's point of view.
As she regains consciousness.
Yeah. And she sees the bracelet and she kind of like reacts, but Webby hides the bracelet first of all. And she's like, sorry, June, but I need to get answers. Yeah. No matter what it takes.
Yeah. So she's not joining them, but she is sneaking into the F.O.W.L base, posing as June. And that is the end of part 1.
Wow.
The end of A Tale of Three Webbies. A lot of setup, which isn't bad, but especially considering how wild the next two episodes will be. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah. And it's like I feel like I remember seeing the clones and I was like, holy shit, they're actually like they're doing it.
Yes, yeah. The fact they're obviously bringing June and May in a very creative way, making them clones, which is fun.
Wow.
If they were to ever to bring them in, it wouldn't work as really as the triplets nieces of Daisy, because it is very much like a gag.
Yeah, it's very much like, oh, it's funny, like parallels.
Like, it's the girl version of Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah. I didn't expect it, but I welcome it.
Yeah. So now we'll get into our Twitter questions. From Aaron Harpy. Did you guys like May and June? Did you see them working for F.O.W.L coming?
I don't think I saw them working for F.O.W.L. I just don't think I expected any, like, I don't really know what I expected. I think I just expected like a one-off gag, like they've always kind of been. Like, we're coming to this birthday party. Yeah. I also brought my nieces.
Oh, yeah. I think, because we heard that because I think we got the cast list for May and just May and June. And so people, I think, immediately then were like, why just 2?
Yeah, because we also got like trailers and like people were very much like frame by frame going through the photos. Yeah. And like you saw 2 figures.
Yes, I think clone was something like that. I think was easily came to mind because they took because the Heron took a feather from someone and we're like,
I think we all kind of knew, clones, F.O.W.L.
Yeah.
And then May and June are involved here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
So I think once we see them in the episode, I'm like, oh yeah, these guys are evil.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, totally. Like, yeah, we totally can't trust them. Especially once they started hammering into the only blood family is real family. I'm like, y'all, you haven't learned the magic of found family yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I mean, I feel like I'm someone that was very much like, shut up, because that's like an important subject to me, and obviously in the show it's also very important.
But did you like them?
I think I did. Yeah. This is the only time we'll see them.
Yes, that's the thing. They were introduced in the finale. We'll only see them in the finale. I did like them because I don't think we've had anyone in the show really talk about blood family versus chosen family. And so to have characters literally say, oh, those ones don't matter.
Yeah.
Like in a show where nobody says that, I think is interesting. And to have that, have someone finally like say that and then have them learn that that's wrong. Learn that family can be greater and can go beyond blood and biological relatedness. So I like them, and I like that their personalities come through this, or like immediately they come through pretty early on. Which is tough considering like this is our a second set of triplets, and obviously we know Webby already. But like we have another set of twins that are just kind of dropped in, and to be able to define them fairly well, is and also nice.
Like they're not like parallels of the boys, which is like an easy thing to do when you have two sets of triplets.
Yeah, they're completely divorced from them. Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
And we have another question from Turtle Duck Dog 1. I don't feel May and June were necessary, or at least introducing them a tad earlier would have been nice. They're so cute and I love them, and then Donald at the end. And I know this is part 1, so spoilers.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I feel like that's the problem this season. You introduced a lot of characters that you're like, I would like more of this character.
Yeah, but it's the end, so we can't see more of them.
Yeah. That's the thing.
So I mean, May and June we need them for the finale, obviously for plot things.
Yes.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if introducing them earlier would have worked. I feel like
it's very much like I guess it would have been like a good finale, like a season finale, not like a show finale at like
maybe
reveal. You know, in an ideal world where season 4 of DuckTales existed, it would have been very nice because then you see more of them. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't mad about them being clones and showing up.
No,
it's fine.
From Violet Ganache 42. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I think so.
What are your thoughts on Della telling Donald about how she felt about him going on vacation with Daisy? I think we talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about that at length.
But yeah, like, good conversation, needs more context.
Yeah. Question from Esteban to a Pant 2. Probably right. What is your favorite moment of the episode?
Oh, I don't have one in mind. Do you have one? Well,
I think I like the scene with Beakley finally telling Webby like family backstory, because the scene is because obviously, I mean, Toxa Lagundoya is an amazing voice. She does an amazing job as Beakley, and so the genuine moments with Beakley always feel very genuine. And we get so little of that side of Beakley that it was a really nice moment, I think.
Yeah. I think it would be, for me, that one, or as much as, like, the family wall discussion frustrates me, it is a very good scene.
That's very good.
It's very good, like, I'm going to show you this, and then immediate, like, deconstruction of everything you believe in.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit. And it's a good scene. Yeah.
From StitchFan08, how do you feel about Donald trying to keep his trip with Daisy a secret from Della?
That's the thing. Like, why was it a secret?
Yeah, I think it goes back to the lack of context. So we haven't seen them interacting.
Yeah.
Like, why does he feel he has to keep this a secret from her? Like, why is him going on a trip with his lady love big deal? Like, why is it something that he would want to keep a secret? It's not like he's abandoning the family forever.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know. And, like, to me, it's like, okay, what was gonna happen? Was she just gonna wake up the next day and he wasn't there anymore?
Yeah. Like there's like it's kind of like on Donald, like, hey, why didn't you talk to your sister about this?
Yeah.
Like have you told the kids?
Exactly. But like, who knows about this?
Yeah. I mean, Feathery knew. Like, I think we're talking about, like, Feathery knew that Donald was going, so has he told everyone but Della?
I guess.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
From Snurple Purple. I love that. How did you feel about the idea that Darkwing didn't recognize Fenton, even when he was clearly in the suit? Is Darkwing Doofenshmirtz funny or awkward? Would you want him to figure it out if there was a continuation to the series, or to stay ignorant?
Oh.
So first, how do you feel about Darkwing not recognizing Fenton?
I don't know. I go between it's like funny and also like, oh my god, get it together.
Yeah, I think on a level, like, it's funny because Darkwing's an idiot, and like original series Darkwing like interacted with Fenton and Gizmo like back to back, hated both of them, and never figured it out.
No.
So on a level, it's funny. It's not to the level of Doofenshmirtz, because that is comedy genius.
Yes.
Nothing can beat a platypus. Perry the platypus. Nothing can beat that. And just the difference being a hat.
Yeah.
Nothing can beat that. I'm sorry. Den Pub and Myron Swampy Marsh are geniuses that we can only ever hope to achieve their, like, anywhere near their level. I'm sorry. But I think, if the show were to continue, I think there would have to be a, like, confrontation. Because Gizmo is not reciprocating any of Darkwing's
that's the thing.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Any of his antagonizing or anything. So I think getting to a point where Fenton does finally snap and say, like, hey, this is me, your friend. Yeah. Can we still be friends?
Yeah. Like, is this too much for you, or are you gonna be cool with it? Yeah. Like, holy shit, dude.
I think for Darkwing Gizmo, like, because there's a point where it stops being funny. If the show were to continue, there'd have to be a point where we do learn the truth. Because Fenton already knows Darkwing's secret identity.
That's the thing.
So at some point, there's going to have to be. I imagine there would have to be an end, like a point where. Yeah, where it can't keep going on.
Yeah, I agree.
So the one person that does not know her secret identity is the one that should know more than anybody.
Yeah, it's so.
The one who's too stupid to put together.
Yeah. Oh my god, Darkwing. That's so funny. Like, in Tip of the Titans, he's just like, I hate both of them.
Yeah, Tip of the Titans, it's like I don't care if you're Gizmo. Like, I hate you no matter what.
Maybe you and Gizmo Duck should try to be friends, DW.
You should try to be friends, DW. No, thank you. I have as much patience with that ham in a can as I do with your friend Fenton.
And that is all for our to-do questions.
Okay. We have for our Tumblr questions, we have a question from Araminakilla20 who asks,
hell yeah.
What parts of Webby's new board do you find the most amusing or heartwarming? To me were the parts that included Jin, Amonette, and what appears to be a drawing of Jim Starling as Darkwing Duck.
Oh shit. I have no idea. I liked a lot of the small details, like Launchpad and Penumbra being just friends. And the question mark between Drake and Gosselin.
Also, like, actually looking at, like, the rest in peace section.
Yes, oh my god, like, realizing what that was. The dearly departed family members, only one of which, as far as they know, is permanently dead.
Has actually dearly departed.
Yes.
But yeah, I just... It's so fun to see, like, the little connection. I love the detail of, like, the photo of the triplets. It's one photo, but she's, like, divided it into each one. It's cute, yeah. I just love that she's like, oh, these are the people I care about, and these are the people that I care about. Like, they're the people they care about. Yeah. And they're all connected. I love that. Yeah. Okay. We have a question from Milky El Scarabajo, who asks, thoughts on Webby's parents? How they died? Was F.O.W.L involved?
Oh, no. Well, not, like, obviously not her actual parents, but the Beakley's daughter and son-in-law. Yeah. I assume died just like car accident or something.
Yeah. Leaving a theater, you know.
They wandered into Crime Alley. Yeah, I can't imagine there's anything foul related because they became estranged because Beakley was so involved in spy work.
Yeah. And we have a last summer question from Jay Sketchy, who asks, are there any events that happened off screen that you would have liked to see, such as LP revealing F.O.W.L's hideout in his sleep, or more Donald and Della's arc about the vacation, etc.?
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the sum of it.
It's wild because sometimes we don't strictly like look at these questions beforehand, and like y'all hit like things straight up. And
yeah, like so many plot points.
Plot points for our podcast.
Talking points.
Yeah, it's those specific things.
Yes, I think definitely because the reveal that all these people have been kidnapped is pretty good. Like we were surprised, but there's also no foreshadowing for it. It's like, whoa. Santa Claus is here? I fixed it on Santa Claus. So it's like, how'd you get him?
Yeah, I'm like, how did you get, like, for me, it's like Goldie. Like, how did
Storkules.
you Yeah. You put, like, a picture of Donald in the box and he'll go over the box. But no, like, how did you get all these people and how did they not, like, notice?
Yeah, like, that so many of their friends. Like, the Caballeros are in there. Yeah. Like, they were just at the party. Like, this is stuff that'll be revealed in part 2. Yeah. But that, like, every other character basically has been imprisoned by F.O.W.L.
Yeah,
and there's no indication of it.
No,
because they show up and it comes completely out of nowhere.
Yeah,
beyond Launchpad saying they've been putting them in boxes, but how does he know?
Exactly.
So like I said, like him having like a 007 duck like dream where he puts it all together. But yeah, we just get I mentioned off mic to Faby that if we had. When Scrooge and Gyro and Launchpad were in his study discussing what's going on, if we had Scrooge calling people.
Yes, yeah.
Like any of the characters who were kidnapped, if like they have any information, if they've seen anything, if anything.
Yeah. Because
they're scrambling at this point. Like their big plan fell through. All they got out of this massive raid was 2 clones to whose origins they have no clue.
Calling people like, do you know anything? Have you seen anything? Have you heard anything?
If they're just getting like answering machines for everybody.
Yeah. But there's nothing.
Besides that. Besides the things we mentioned. I'm really excited to get into the rest of the finale because that's where shit hits the fan.
Yes.
And things go in a million different directions. Which is nice.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's all for us for now.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us on this journey so far.
Yeah.
If you have not followed us on Twitter, what are you doing? Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Tumblr. You know where we're at. I don't want to repeat myself again. I'll do it next episode.
Yeah. I'm going to spot those everywhere.
You'll find us. We have a merch store. If you want to check that stuff out. Our stuff will go on sale every so often. So,
yeah.
I believe that our store goes on sale again. No, I don't remember. Our store goes on sale every so often, so be sure to check it out. We have loads of DuckTales merchandise that I have created painstakingly.
Yes.
It was fun. No worries. Thank Michael at Spendrick for our lovely cover art.
Yes.
And stay tuned, folks.
Yes.
Saludos, amigos.
Saludos, amigos.
Candlelight and moonlight all around us, I look into your eyes. You hold my hand underneath the table, and I can't disguise the way I feel. I could have wished 1,000 wishes for this night. I can't believe that it's finally me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, Steve. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, leave. What's the deal with your friend Steve? Oh hey, how's it going? Took me out for waffles and to the movies. I was hoping for romance. You even took me to the Mexican circus. I thought there was a chance we'd be alone.